the end section for questions. So if you have any questions, any doubts, by the end of the presentation, we'll be more than happy to answer all of them, okay? Good. So Argentina, you have a beautiful view of Buenos Aires city, our capital city. It's the 8th largest country in the world. And our new campaign is Argentina, Freedom Lives Here. So I want to start this presentation with a short video for you.
This is Argentina, and this is also Argentina, and this, and this, and this. So much freedom, don't you think? But yes, in Argentina, you are free to choose it all. Freedom to be at 10 p.m. here, or just here. The freedom to lose yourself in the vastness. Do you need more vastness to feel free? No problem, we have more. Enjoy it. Freedom to choose your perfect climate. Freedom to express yourself. The freedom to indulge in flavors that surprise, delight, and stay with you forever. The freedom to find comfort in world-class hotels, modern infrastructure, and the warm hospitality that makes you feel at home. Freedom to enjoy the silence or turn it off. Over 200 years ago, we put that word in our anthem, not once, but 3 times. Freedom, freedom, freedom. If you're searching for a land of endless opportunities, of adventures to discover, to rest, or to come back even more alive, Argentina has it all. A land where freedom, diversity, and unforgettable experiences make every moment truly priceless. Come visit us and enjoy a place where freedom lives in every corner. Argentina, freedom lives here.
Great. So this is a short video, but all the images, all the places you saw on that video, they all belong to our country. So it's, as I said before, it's such a large country that you can find all those landscapes in one place. Argentina is a destination for more than one time. We know that our country is far from India. That's why we'll give you the options how to visit the more of it in each trip. And I want to show you that all this diversity, you will find it in one place, in one country, in our country. If you want nature, if you want fun, if you want more interactive tours, if you want to rest, if you want to enjoy our food, our landscape, our weather, either wintertime, summertime, we have a diversity of destinations and offered in all of them. The idea of this presentation is for you to know this and to help you to offer this destination better. So this is a map of Argentina, and we usually like to divide it in these 6 touristic areas. As I said before, to go through them in a very deep way, we'll divide this presentation in 2. In this first meeting, we'll stay more concentrated in Buenos Aires, the Litoral and Patagonia. And in a future meeting, we'll go through the other areas of Argentina, okay? But first of all, we want to show you a map so you can see where we are and how you can make it to Argentina. We have many airlines coming to Argentina. From Europe, you have Lufthansa, Air France, British Airways, KLM, Air Europa, Iberia, many of them. Then we have Emirates, Turkish, also coming here. And from Africa, we have Ethiopian. These are many options that will bring you to our country. And once you are here, usually most of the airlines arrive to Buenos Aires, and from Buenos Aires, you can connect with the whole country. But the truth is that you don't need to go through Buenos Aires for every single movement you want to do here in Argentina. So on the second map, you can see the other different connections you can do here. Our main airline, it's Aerolíneas Argentinas, but then we have other airlines like Flybondi or JetSmart, for example, that will have different routes. So even it's a large country, it's possible to connect it all easily by plane. As I said before, it's a large country, so it's a destination, not for just once, at least if you want to know the whole country, just for you to have an idea. A flight from Buenos Aires to Iguazu, it's an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. To El Calafate in the south, it's 3 hours. And a direct flight from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia, it's 3 hours and a half. So you see how large it's our country. The ideal is to stay at least 3 to 4 days in Buenos Aires. You can split them like 2 days in the beginning and 2 days at the end, for instance. 2 days minimum in Iguazu, and then 3 days in Calafate, 3 days in Ushuaia. It will always depend what your guests want to do, what would they like to visit, and if they want to add other connections, like, for example, Puerto Madryn, where you have a nature tourism very important, or Bariloche, if they want to ski in winter. It will always depend, but just for you to know, you need minimum 4 days in Buenos Aires and an average of 3 in the other destinations of Argentina. And let's start with Buenos Aires. I'm sure this is the city and the province you've heard the most, but in this case, we want to show you many more things that maybe the ones you already know. For example, we have many restaurants that were added to the Michelin Guide book. 9 restaurants with 1 star, 1 restaurant with 2 stars, green star, recommended restaurants, Bib Gourmand. So Buenos Aires city has an amazing gastronomical offer that you can enjoy. And it's not only what we are famous for, that is the asado, but you have ethnic food, vegetarian food, cafeterias, a huge and quality gastronomical offer. With this short video, I would like to start showing you the cultural side of our city. We have the Opera House. That's the Opera House. That's the inside of the Opera House. It's an amazing theater built in the beginning of the 1900s. It's a typical horseshoe theater with room for 2,700 people. It's one of the largest opera houses in the world with one of the best acoustics in the world. You have guided tours, you have operas there. Then this place, it's a bookshop. Believe it or not, I know it looks like a theater, but actually we can say it's both. It's the former Grand Splendid Theater, and nowadays it's El Ateneo Bookshop that allows you to fusion both sides of culture. The old theater with the reading, you have a cafeteria on the former stage where you can grab a book and go there and read it. It's very interesting, and we have many other museums, of course. Modern art, fine art, the Malva, that it's the Museum of Latin American Art with a private collection, and among another important paintings there, we have a very famous Latin American piece that it's the third eye of Frida Kahlo, the Mexican artist. So Buenos Aires has an amazing cultural offer for your guests. All these places, you can visit them in private tours, in regular tours, inside the Opera House, inside each one of the museums I mentioned, and we have many, many more. Buenos Aires, it's the capital city of Argentina. In town, we have around 3 million people living here. And plus the suburbs, the metropolitan area, we are almost 12 million people. We usually, when we do tours here, we like to divide it between the northern area, that is what you can see on this short video, and the southern area. The northern area, it's where the aristocracy choose to live in the beginning of the 20th century. It's our green area. That's why you will find new apartment buildings, skyscrapers, traditional residences, parks, lakes, gardens, yeah? But you can visit all of them all through the year. Also, we have the Polo Green Field. Right now, we are in the national championship. So if your guests come the end of November, the beginning of December, for example, and they enjoy polo, they can assist to a game. We have Japanese garden, we have modern and antique monuments, all in the same area. Botanic garden, roses garden. It's a very enjoyable area to visit. And of course, if this is the northern area, we have the southern area as well. The old town, the most traditional neighborhoods like San Telmo or La Boca, with the colorful houses, with the street markets, where the tango was born. And this is also another option when we do tours, and if your guests, they have more time, you can divide it. One day you can visit all the northern area, and another day all the southern area. For example, what you can see, I will point it out, but it's like an angel wing. That's Colón Fábrica. Remember I mentioned this one. The Opera House. Well, all the customs, all the stuff used in every single opera, it ends up in this kind of museum/gallery, and you can be right next to them. So it's very, very interesting. Buenos Aires and Argentina, it's surrounded by culture. And if we talk about culture, we must talk about tango. That even though nowadays tango, it's a symbol of the whole country, it's a music, a rhythm, a dance born in Buenos Aires city. And we have a wide offer of tango that we can divide in two. You have tango shows where you can go, have a seat, have a great dinner, and enjoy a tango show performed by professional dancers, or if you want to be more involved, you can take tango lessons and then go to the milongas like La Viruta, that are like tango discotheques, we can say, where you can practice your dancing. And what you can see here, all that people painting, it's another art or painting technique that it's unique, and it's from Buenos Aires city. It's called fileteado. You have the option to learn about it and to take a class and to paint your own painting. So it's an interactive art that is still alive. And of course, as you can see, you have just some examples of the street art we have in Buenos Aires. You can also do tours in the northern area, in the southern area, combine it with visit to different workshops. We have a large offer for your guests. If you have been in Argentina or have read about Argentina, I'm sure you've seen this. This is mate. Mate, it's not our national drink. Our national drink is Malbec, but it could be our second most important beverage. It's kind of a tea that it's produced in the next area I'm about to explain you, but it's very unique and typical from this part of the continent. Argentina, Uruguay, part of Brazil, and Paraguay. And in Buenos Aires, you have this mate experience. So the guests can learn about the mate, try it, and take it home, of course. Now, if we leave Buenos Aires city, an hour drive, we reach the Pampas. The Pampas are our fields, our plainlands, where polo is practiced as well, but we have the estancias, the ranches, that we can go and visit them just for the day or stay over for a couple of days and enjoy the peace and quiet of our countryside. Learn about the gaucho, that it's like our cowboy. And if it's summertime, you can enjoy the swimming pool and rest it. Horseback riding can be done all through the year. This area, it's a very moderated weather area. So even we have the 4 stations, it doesn't snow here. So winter, it can be cold, but never that cold to have snow. Also, nearby Buenos Aires, 1 hour drive, but in another direction, you have this amazing experience that it's a vineyard. When you talk about wine, you might think in Mendoza and the Andes Mountains, but this is a new developed vineyard nearby Buenos Aires, where you can do the harvest or even create your own wine. It's a full day tour, very interesting for just a few guests, or if you have larger groups, this is an amazing place to take them. Good, so we'll finish with Buenos Aires and we'll go now to Litoral, northeastern area of Argentina. Here we have a close-up of this area. It's the wetlands, the falls, the forest, the rivers area. Water, it's a distinguished mark of this litoral. First of all, we cannot skip the Nature World Heritage, the Iguazu Falls. It's a beautiful and amazing destination that you can either go to relax, enjoy five-star hotels, the forest, swimming pool, or if your guests are a little bit more adventurous, you have other activities like walking by the moonlight, taking bike rides through the forest. It's a must, I would say, if it's the first time you visit Argentina. And we were talking about the mate and the herb that it's called yerba mate. It's produced in this area. We have options to go and see the fields of yerba mate, to be involved in the harvest and the production of the herb, learn how to take care, or how we take care of the herb, to send it to every single house of the Argentinians. Yeah. Earlier today, we saw the mate experience, where you learn how to prepare and drink it. Well, here we go to the ground zero of mate production. Now we go to the south. This is the largest touristic area in Argentina, that it's called Patagonia. Let's do a close-up. And we can divide it on the western side over the Andes Mountains, or the eastern side by the ocean. Remember, even you see a glacier there and you will see snow, you can visit this area all through the year. We have different offers in summertime and winter time. It's only up to you when you want to send your guest, and we have many activities for both periods. Here we have an overview of the Lake District. It's near Bariloche, San Martin de los Andes. And again, here we can have like swimming in summertime, walking through the forest, enjoying spas. There is an excellent gastronomic offer as well. More adventurous activities if your guests want to climb the mountains, or just to do sightseeing and driving through the lake districts. It's everything possible in this destination. And if they decide to come in wintertime, we also have many, many activities as well. It's the same place, but in a different season. They can ski, they can do some trekking, they can enjoy amazing winter food. It looks like Switzerland, but it's Argentina. Yeah. So it depends what your guests are interested in. We can find it in Argentina. And now, if we go to the eastern side, over the ocean, over the sea coast, we have this amazing natural diversity. All this flora and fauna, you can find it all through the Argentinian coast. We have different seasons. If you want, for example, to see the whales, you have it from June, July to October. Then we have penguins, we have sea lions. Well, it's unbelievable, and you can sail right next to them. And of course, if we talk about food again, We have an impressive Welsh community nearby Puerto Madryn. And the tea culture, it's very important in there. Trust me, it's delicious. Good. Now, again, we can say that this is like the star of Patagonia, and or one of them, because it's hard to choose one beautiful place or just one destination. This is the glacier district, the most important one, or the most famous one. It's Perito Moreno, but we have many other glaciers around the area. And again, you can just walk through and take pictures or be more involved, like walking on the glacier, overflight, do trekkings in the mountains with other different kind of gastronomic experiences in the mountain with, well, whiskey. We have excellent 5-star offer all through the country, glamping. It will depend on what your guest would like to do. We can make it happen here in Argentina. And then the last city in the world, as we call it, Ushuaia. Remember, it's 3 hours and a half, more or less, flight from Buenos Aires there. We have an amazing offer with national parks, nature, ski, of course, in winter time. We have the cruise ships in summertime, cruise ships going from Ushuaia to Antarctica, with, again, amazing seafood restaurants. It's here you have some of the zodiacs going to Antarctica, yeah, and just visiting the national park with this little train in summertime, in wintertime. It's a high-class destination, but for everybody. So it depends what you want to do. You can find it here in Argentina. This will be everything on my side. I try to do it briefly so we can open for questions. I will close so I can see you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for your presentation. It was really clear. Before we move on to the question space, I would like to introduce to Ana and Virginia from the Consulate. Hi, Ana.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, fine. Good morning and good afternoon, according in the Argentina. Well, I'm from the Embassy of Argentina in India. My colleague Virginia Sapuri is from the Consulate of Argentina in Mumbai. We wanted to talk a little bit about the visas procedures that I'm aware that most of you guys in the agencies have to deal with every day. So the visa for tourism, it's free of charge. It allows every citizen to go to Argentina up to 90 days without any cost. And you know that it's required for us to apply in time because of the high demand that we have. And we have to go through a personal interview. But rather than that, it's an easy process. And we are trying to digitalize it as much as we can. Recently, we changed in the embassy. We adopted the same system that Mumbai has of receiving all the documentation by email. And then only at the time of the interview, we request the citizen that is coming to the embassy to bring all the paperwork and the passport for the interview. The interview is mandatory. And then in a few days, the passport is ready with the visa stamped. And also there has been recently a change allowing every Indian citizen that has an US visa to go to Argentina only for the tourism purpose without having an Argentinian visa. So now I'm finishing with this, and if Virginia wants to add more, of course, please, I'm giving you the floor, and then we're open for questions.
Thank you to our colleagues from INPROTUR and from tourism side. Thank you, Anna, and thank you everyone for attending. Actually, everything on the technical side was explained, but I just wanted to add that the visa is only a technical issue. So the most important thing for you is to encourage your clients to get the experience to visit Argentina. The most important thing is to get the memories of traveling to an exotic and almost the end of the world country, and to try to visit us to see the way we can enjoy the outstanding and breathtaking landscapes that Vanessa has introduced. So being said all that, I pass the floor again to Meli, that we have a lot of questions on the chat. And yeah, of course, one of that is about the food. So all yours.
Thank you, Virginia. Okay. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, please, Vanessa.
No, I have some other questions about visa, but I think they can get in touch with you and you will answer all of them for sure with the consulate and the embassy. About food, Buenos Aires has Indian restaurants, but this is something important. If you have groups, I mean really large groups, and you're coming here for, I don't know, a convention, a congress, all involved with MICE, meeting events, you can bring an Indian chef that will fulfill all the needs of your groups with no problem. Even for small groups, if they want a chef to cook, I don't know, for example, vegan food, it's possible. Yeah. So we do have Indian restaurants. That will be the short answer. The large answer will be that it doesn't matter if it's a small or a large restaurant, because we can make it happen in Argentina. If you have larger groups, we can organize with chefs to cook for them.
Thank you, Vanessa. I'm reading the questions. We have questions about visa.
I was just checking that. And as I said before, the ladies from the consulate and the embassy will answer all of them.
Yes.
And they will send you all the information. As they said, the process has been clear and simplified. So I think it will be really easy for your clients to get the visa and to go through all the procedure. But if you have any questions about the destinations, I mean, this is, as I said before, the first approach to Argentina. We have many other areas, and we'll be more than happy to organize a second meeting to explain it all. Here we have another. How many days required for Patagonia, glacier region? Can you share itineraries for this? Can you provide sample itineraries? It depends on the DMC that you will hire here, but mainly all the companies can prepare and tailor-made the itineraries for you. Yes, I think we can help Meli with DMCs for sure.
The contact of the Chamber of Tourism, so don't worry, we can do it.
We can provide that, but just as an example for an itinerary. You arrive to Buenos Aires, you can stay 1 or 2 days here in the city. Then if you want to do the whole Patagonia that I've shown you, you can do it, because we can connect Buenos Aires with El Calafate. They can stay like 3 days, I would say it's okay. Then fly to From Calafate, without going to Buenos Aires, you can fly directly to Ushuaia and do another 2 or 3 days there. And then you can connect with Puerto Madryn, yeah, through Puerto Madryn or through Trelew, and do all the ocean side, the penguins, the whales. So in 1 week, you can visit Patagonia, and in a 10 to 12 days trip, you can add Buenos Aires and Iguazu as well for the first visit, we can say, right? Yes, we have luxury DMCs. So for sure, Meli will provide them. I don't want to. Is there a direct flight from Iguazu to El Calafate? Not now direct flights, because it's really huge, long distance, but it's really easy to connect through Buenos Aires. Tell me, Meli, if I'm missing any questions, because they are moving very fast.
You're okay. I put in the chat that I can share the contact of the Argentine Tourism Chamber, and also from Destino Argentina, there is a chamber of luxury.
The food name you show in Patagonia video, oh, I don't remember. What was it? Lamb? Or, oh no, maybe the cakes, the Welsh cakes, Welsh cake, torta galesa, it's called, because of the Welsh community. We have immigrants from all over the globe in Argentina, so depending the destination, you will have Argentinian food plus the other ethnic foods as well. They have issues, and maybe people from the consulate and the embassy can help with this question, to open Aerolíneas Argentinas website in Asia. It can be possible.
I don't think, I think that can be perhaps with a software or something. We are going to try it. Honestly, I don't know why they cannot open.
Okay.
I tried because I received that complaint already, and it's not possible to open. I don't know why, honestly.
Can be a firewall.
Okay. Sightseeing tours can be arranged on shared basis or only both. Shared basis or private tours are available in all the destinations. From Buenos Aires city tour, that you have like 4-hour sightseeing tour, up to the glaciers, Ushuaia, even in Iguazu. All the destinations have both offers. Regular basic shared tours and private tailor-made tours. Is there direct flights? Travel Infinity? Yes, we can give you the. Estas ojos. Good DMC contacts. Yeah, Vanessa, you mentioned that chefs allow for mice groups. Are chefs permitted for small closer? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. If you want to. If you have a very special group, actually, I'm a tour guide as well here in Buenos Aires, and I work very often with Indian groups. And I mentioned the Gene vegetarians because once we went to a ranch and we went with all the food package and the chefs to prepare, even that was a ranch open for everybody. They allowed us a small section for this person to cook for the group. So yes, we can do that. We can arrange for small groups.
I want to add something regarding the visas for the chefs and the cooks. It's a different process. It's not a tourist visa, and it requires more time. So in that case, I would suggest to all the agencies that yes, it's possible, but please calculate more time, calculate at least 2 months before the trip to apply for the visa for a cook. because it
For the
requires a
chef,
special
if the chef
authorization. Yeah.
comes
It's
from,
not a tourist visa because it's working. So that's why, I mean, it's not that convenient in terms of visa. It requires more time. With time, it's possible, of course, but with no calculation of the proper time before the trip, it won't be possible.
I'm just saying that because we do have Indian restaurants here, we can contact them with the restaurants and maybe they can provide the Indian chef in Argentina. So unless they want a special chef to travel with them, we can organize it with a local chef that will cook.
No, of course, no. What I mean is that it's possible and that we have already processed visas for cooks that are traveling, but it requires more time. So keep in mind this message for the agencies that it will require more time. Now, regarding the question that I saw in the chat about the time for processing Delhi, that in Mumbai you get the visa on the same day, we are aiming to shorten the time, but honestly, it's not possible for us to stamp on the same day. Most likely the next day or 2 days later, as maximum, you get the visa.
One request there is to share the presentation. Of course, we will share it for everybody, so that won't be an issue. Do you want to say something?
Yes, I was there. I found the hand. No, regarding the questions on the new policy on the visa. As Ana said, and to make it even much clearer, the clients have two ways of applying for the visa. One is at the consulate, and that is due to an agreement between the governments. It is free of cost, and you have to present the documents. And the other one is directly at the immigration post, you have to present the passport with the V2 US visa. Regarding the timing, it is sent for 90 days to stay. And someone else also asked about the entries. Usually the visas are processed with multiple entries. That was the reply to the people who were asking about going to Iguazu on the Brazilian side and then crossing to Argentina. So multiple entries, of course, it allows to come and go.
One repeated question there is that if your guests are not going to Antarctica, can they visit Ushuaia? Of course. The cruise ship season, it's between November and March, but you can visit Ushuaia in that season without taking a cruise ship or all through the rest of the year. And it's very interesting. We have national parks. We have a very nice cultural offer there. So yes, of course, you can visit Ushuaia without taking an Antarctica cruise ship.
There is one question there regarding, again, the visa.
Oh, that's all on you.
Once again, I have to say that it's the experience and not the technical issue, honestly. But when I mention this on the technical side, is that you have to go on tourism purposes. All the other kind of visas, please refer to the consulate and to the consular section of the embassy, that of course we will be more than eager to advise. But honestly, it's this, that you are in the business better than us. That is the experience of traveling to Argentina, to something that is different in so many ways, not only in the landscape, but also, as it was said, on the gastronomy, on the activities that you can make, and even on the weather and the height. So please don't think on just something so technical to refer to the trip.
And one thing that you remind me about here, people in Argentina, it's very friendly. A lot of people speak English, so they will be willing to help you, to walk you from one place to the other one if they just understand, I don't know, obelisk. Okay, if they cannot communicate, they will walk you there. Buenos Aires, it's a big city, so the precautions of any big city, they apply here. But it was chosen one of the chosen or preferred destinations for tourists this year. So your guests will be very welcome and they will have a great time in our country. I don't know if you have any other questions except for visa topic, yeah, because I cannot answer those. And for sure, they will have some papers that will go step by step, very clear. And visa, it's like you have to take visas for so many countries.
It's not difficult.
Okay, well, it will be no more questions, okay? So it will be everything on my side. I hope it really helped you, this presentation. It's very hard. We have a new question. It's very hard to see the southern lights in Ushuaia. It's not impossible, but it's really hard. The weather conditions and everything must be perfect. It's not like in the northern lights that you go in certain period and it's very likely that you will see them. But you will see an amazing sky with so many stars that you have never ever seen before. That I can tell you. Okay, so for clients who don't have time, oh yes, as I said before, you have many activities, and as they said first that you can cross from Brazil to Argentina, then you can go from Argentina to Chile. We are a combined destination, so they can arrange different tours in Argentina and visiting for the day or for one day and back the neighbor countries as well. Not only in Ushuaia, we have many places with observatories. We have Pampa del Leoncito in by the mountains in Cuyo, that it's another region. So if you are interested, we can add that to the next webinar. And yes, you can provide, you can offer astrotourism.
Sorry, I wanted to add just a little thing on astrotourism. For everybody to keep in mind, as Vanessa was saying, that Argentina has one of the most clear sky, which you can see just in the southern part of the hemisphere. So more than welcome to go, and especially that place that was considered. We have almost 360 nights of clear skies.
Yeah, in the Cuyo area, it hardly rains. Yeah, and another question: what's the difference between Iguazu Falls on Brazilian side and Argentinian side? Which to select and why? You don't need to select. You can do both. Exactly, both. Iguazu Falls, I'm extending way too much. You may cut me because I'm a tour guide, so this is what I do for a living.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Vanessa. Go ahead.
Okay, it's a horseshoe-shaped fall, yeah, with two come-outs of lava. So it's like a stair, the Iguazus, and from that horseshoe, 80% belongs to Argentina and 20% belongs to Brazil. But if you are on the Brazilian side, you have the view from the Argentinian side. And if you are on the Argentinian side, you walk above, under the falls. So I would say don't choose, do both. And one more thing, the tour on the Brazilian side, it's just, we can say, a half-day tour. So if you go for 2 or 3 days, you can take half day to go to the Brazilian side and return to Argentina. I will suggest to stay on the Argentinian side, not only because it's my country, but because it's safer than the Brazilian side and nicer. And then a full day tour on the Argentinian side. Was I clear about the Iguazu stuff? And we can cover Brazilian side in half-day tour? Yeah. Crossing, it's easy. I mean, it's a border crossing, but our companies and tour guides do that every single day all through the year. So the only thing you have to obey, and this is a key, it's that if they tell you that we have to go very early, like at 7 a.m. to do the boarding cross, do it, because they know how many people will be in line, and that will be the only key, I would say. Another wine region, it's Salta, in the northwestern area of our country. 4 times, oh, I've lost one of the commentaries. Amigos, I have been visiting and promoting tourism to Argentina since 2011, have visited 4 times and will go back again for sure. Great. The visa, it's not really an issue. Good. Strongly recommended fellow travelers, agents to go and visit. I second that comment. So we have based our clients in Iguazu Falls on Argentinian side for 2 and 3 days and cover half-day tour. Perfect, exactly. Salta, it's lovely. And well, Meli, we can prepare another.
Exactly, for the next webinar.
With Salta, with Córdoba and Mendoza.
We talk about the high altitude wine. So we make it on that.
You spread the seed of wood wines. Train to the clouds. Yeah, amazing. The salt plains. Well, chapter 2 coming soon. Thank you, everybody, for this webinar, for this meeting. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I'll be waiting for our next meeting, okay? Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, ladies, for everything.
Thank you, everybody. Hola, Pablo, y chao, Pablo, que lo vimos de acá.
Thank you all for coming, and you are welcome to write to us if you have any doubt.
Thank you. Thank you.